Anyways, holy shit, we're about to record a video. Why do we put so much pressure on ourselves? Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see here, I am joined by a very special guest.
Japanslayz.
If you didn't already know, thank you so much for coming and joining me on my channel here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and you guys know we don't do a lot of collabs here on this channel. This is actually one of the very first like beauty boy collabs I've ever done, so I'm very excited about this one. So you'll get to know about our first encounter because this is actually our second encounter, second time meeting. We got Terry over there in the cut as well, doing his makeup. So we just got a little bit of a link up going on. We decided to sit down, do a little get ready with me. You're gonna get to know us, we're gonna get to know each other a little bit more. And yeah, so if you aren't already, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell so you can get the alerts for when I upload new content. And without further ado, stay hydrated. Oh yeah, let's because we all begin. We have our eyebrows on. What did you use?
I used Anastasia dip brow,
Holy brow,
dark brown, and dip brow gel.
Brow is Ebony, wherever she's at. But yeah, Brow is Ebony on the brows, in case y'all wanted to know. You do eyes first?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so alright, let's go ahead and start. We're gonna start with our eyes today. Shout out to Terry for letting me use his MAC Painterly because I've never used it, and this is my first time using it.
This is the first time for you? Oh!
And I'm using the paint pot in the shade Laying Low. It's like a little bit darker than the Painterly.
Go ahead and I guess you can tell them a little bit about you, where you're from, and everything.
Okay. Well, I am from a little town called Loganville.
Where's that?
It's like
Here?
yee, like
It's here in Georgia?
yeah. It's actually only like an hour from here.
Oh,
It's like right beside Snellville.
oh, okay. You've been there?
I live like 20 minutes from Logan.
What?
Where do you live?
You see what I mean? Like we're always so close.
Right, we never even knew.
Yeah. Wow, y'all were closer, you know, to each other than y'all were.
We probably encountered each other and didn't even know.
So this is Terry and Japan's first time meeting as well. So we all, you know, follow and, you know. So we all follow each other on social media, obviously, and keep up. But sometimes on social media, you never get the opportunity to see or link up with these people in person. So we decided to put that together today. So I'm really glad about that. He was a little bit nervous, so I had to, you know, kick him into gear. I was like, oh no, we can't get on camera nervous.
I was nervous.
Because people read it so well. People read nerves so well on camera.
But I'm fine now. I'm good.
We're good, medicated, and ready to go. Alright, so lids are prime. And you were talking about Loganville.
Okay, yeah. And that's where I graduated. Class of 2017.
What school did you go to?
Loganville High School.
Oh, wow. Everything Loganville.
Right,
Loganville Post Office, Loganville.
Loganville.
And I said NYPD. Loganville PD. But wow.
But yeah.
So was it like a small town like that?
Yeah, it was, but like that school, like, bitch, I ran that school. Like, they could not run over me. I was not bullied in high school. I was not one of those people. I'm sorry, I could not be that.
Did you wear makeup in high school?
Oh, of course.
Really?
Yes, of course. I've been doing makeup for a while. Of course.
Wait, so I guess I'll ask that then. How many years have you been doing makeup for?
Since I was 14, so that would make 5 years.
Putting in work for 5 years. And that's crazy because I'm starting to see the time put in for certain people and the payoff and the kind of recognition that they're starting to get. So it's kind of cool to hear that 5 years into the game, like,
sure, yeah,
like just to see, like I said, you know, some of the recognition and stuff. Like this week we're going to a freaking event together, like in Atlanta. Like that's crazy.
I'm so nervous.
So that's why we initially decided to do a video, but we were gonna do it the day of it. I was like, I think I'm gonna be extremely busy, so let's just knock it out on the weekend. And then actually, I think I'll just put it We gonna put it out the day of the event, period.
Right, we should. That would be awesome.
So that's what we'll do. So if you're watching this video the day of the event, we're at the Makeup Revolution event. So yeah. And then we'll vlog that day as well.
Oh yeah, I was planning to vlog from my channel.
Yeah.
Okay, it'll be my first YouTube video.
Oh hell yeah, let's bring it. Alright, so are you supposed to set the pan?
I know.
No, you don't set it.
No? Alright, you don't have to yell. Alright, Terry, thank you again. I love the consistency of that. It literally hugs the lip.
Should I do a cut crease? I feel like that's a lot right now.
You do a lot of cut crease.
I know.
He's like, should I do it? So no, we're stepping outside the box. So let's encourage him to step outside the box.
Okay, yeah, let's do something different.
So we can do something, yeah, we can do something different. Alright, so class of 2017, Loganville, graduated.
Okay, yeah, and then I graduated, and then I moved to Conyers in an apartment with like 5 people, a 3-bedroom with like 5 people in it.
All around the same age?
Well, yeah. And then that didn't go well because, for obvious reasons, there's 5 of us crammed in one apartment. I barely had a bed to sleep in, like,
and you're still doing makeup at the same time.
Yeah, and I'm still doing makeup.
Yeah.
And then one day I decided to download Grindr. And then I met somebody. I met my boyfriend that I am still dating to this day, Dylan. And we met on June 2nd, 2017. So
just to jump in really quick, not all relationships on Grindr or just gay dating apps, period, they don't all end up in a negative way, or they don't all have a, they're not all negative. And I know a lot of people have that idea behind like gay dating apps because people put out so many of, you know, the negative events that happen on there. But I mean, just to kind of piggyback off the fact that, you know, he's met, you know, someone he's loved, he lives with, and whatever he considers his best friend. You know, I've also had, you know, pretty positive experiences from those apps as well. So just, you know, sharing a little bit of that, because I know there's a lot of more than negative, you know, connotation against those apps than positive. So you just got to be very, very, very wary. But just wanted to throw that in there. But go ahead. Shout outs to Billy Boutique, by the way. I am using the Billy Boutique B Squared Volume 1 Tom Girl palette, and just get into the shade names in this palette really quick. Pony, Untucked, Discreet, Mask for Mask. Shout outs to the gay community for real. Femme, like, come on.
that is everything.
Pink Bent, like what? What was he thinking?
I'm using Subculture,
Obviously.
and I've never used this palette before.
Anastasia Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
You know what? If anyone was supposed to make that PR list, let me just tell y'all. It was Japan.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
he beat down that Modern Renaissance palette.
My Modern Renaissance
beat
palette? Yes.
Out that Modern Renaissance palette. And you know he has always used Diffrow.
Yes,
So-
since day one.
So I'm like, if anyone was supposed to get on that list, it was definitely you. So well deserved.
I feel like you started that though.
The PR thing?
The PR search.
It's just crazy.
You did.
He did, didn't he?
He literally tweets Jeffree Star. Literally tweets Norvina. And then that's when people, that's why I was like, why is everyone just, I feel like everyone's flocking to Twitter.
Right.
Everyone's just flocking to Twitter. Now I saw people, you know, starting to, now if it's a business move, it's a business move, whatever. But for the whole PR thing, I was like, whoa, there's a swarm of people really flocking to Twitter. Do your thing, it's okay, whatever, I'm not judging you. But just to see that, you know, like I said, just going back to the fact that I'm just glad that out of all the madness and craziness and all the, you know, promoting you did for yourself, that you still, you know, even got, you know, selected. So,
Right.
But yeah, there's a lot of people out there who were just hopping into a boat that they had never put any, they just weren't even working. I was just like, whoa, and they were really getting selected. I was just like, like, whoa. Like, whoa. It got to the point, and I'm just gonna say, it got to the point where I saw an old friend that I used to talk to. We don't follow each other anymore. But it got to the point where her stuff's getting retweeted on my timeline because, you know, everyone's finding out so much about this whole thing, and we both love makeup. So I'm just like, wow, like, it's really getting serious.
Yeah.
So like, but I mean, I never even had the idea that I started that, by the way, so shout outs to that.
Yeah.
Because you really...
That's the only reason why. Like, literally, you made that tweet at Darienisaac, and next thing you know,
Everyone else started.
everyone else, it wasn't like the list in like the name, they called it the list. You coined that name. You literally coined that name.
Really?
Yes. The first and only tweet that was saying on this episode of the list was you. When you said that, all of a sudden it got retweeted to her, and then she literally started using the hashtag the list. I was like, bitch, give credit where credit is.
I may have seen it once or twice before that.
Let me not get sassy and shady.
Yeah,
I was right. It was coming.
One thing I will say, Terry will have my back on anything. Like, I don't care. I will be wrong, and he'll figure out a way for me to get out of it.
I was so not. I wasn't here for it.
For real, but I mean that's kind of dope to hear. But y'all will never. I will never be the one to be like, oh, this was me. I did this. Like, nah.
Right.
I really love creating. Like, if that's anything I can leave with y'all, I really have a passion just for creating. Not even just like makeup. Like, a lot of people don't know. Outside my job is to create content, you know, for a brand. So like, I just love, you know, creating content, creating just stuff to keep people entertained overall. So it's just good to hear that, you know, it's starting to pay off and that people are like inspired by it, because I really never even saw makeup, you know, becoming this serious. Like, this serious at all. People literally sent me their looks and they're like, what do you think of this? And I'm just like, yes, work. Cause like, I don't want to be like, why are you sending this? But at the same time, it's like, I have to understand that I've painted this image, and
people value your opinion because of your skill, your technique, and the person that you are. I followed you and continue to follow you not only because of your creativity.
You want to be in the video?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just joking. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm joking. Go ahead. I'm joking.
I know. Don't let everybody else. You're right. This y'all video.
No, go.
So yeah, like, really, it was a matter of like, I watched, like I said earlier, I watch people's profiles and I really get to know them. I see what they share, I study their content and everything like that, and get to know them, and then determine whether I'm going to continue to support them.
Definitely.
You are one of the most genuine people that just has a love for the artistry in itself and of itself. And you dedicate yourself to that. And that's all that you put out. Like, I don't get the negativity, we don't constantly have the shade, we don't constantly have the drama. There's not always something on what's happening this week on Tea with Darien. There's never any of that. Everything Darien is just genuine love for makeup, expression, putting content out that we get to enjoy and support as followers and quote-unquote supporters.
But let me say, I don't have a problem speaking my mind. So don't get speaking my mind confused with, oh, he's, you know, being shady or anything. No, most of the time I'm really giving you the facts of what's going on, not just with me, but in this industry. Because I work in marketing and there's a lot of shit that people need to realize. Like, these brands are not slick. They're not slick. I love the free makeup though, but you're not slick. Like,
and I feel like you really opened my eyes to things like that. Like things that brands do to get people's attention, like
especially with you because you have a higher following.
Yeah, and I see it a lot more.
Yeah, you have a higher following.
And it's just like, wow.
Let me not even call some of this stuff toxic.
I know.
I'm grateful for everything that I have, so let me just say that. But there's a lot of shady stuff that goes on, guys. So I just don't want anyone to get confused with the idea that a PR list is, you know, what's gonna get you into the industry, because you were just kind of, you were a little, what's the word, convenient to the whole thing. But again, congratulations, because there were a lot of people on there who deserved it. Like I said at the beginning, there were a lot of people on there who deserved it. So shout out to that, and also shout outs to Narina, shout out to Jeffree Star.
Yes, Jeffree.
For always putting, like, I'm just so glad he's starting to get more credit now.
Yeah.
Like, people don't understand, like, we have a positive men in makeup to look up to, but we don't have like people like Jeffree Star, like the androgynous like male, and that's what a lot of you know, a lot of us portray these days. You know, it's a little bit of androgyny and a little bit of femme and a little bit of masculinity, you know, kind of meshed together. And I've always seen him as the perfect balance of the two. And I don't think he gets enough credit for it. He does music, like he's just so talented to me. Like, and the stuff I see him do, or I've seen him do with makeup, I'm just like, ugh. Like, especially when the concealer thing happened.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I know his heart was just like,
and I felt for him, like, though.
Crushed.
Like, I was like, wow.
I was very confident.
Me too.
All right, so we're about to speed through a little bit of this eyeshadow and then get to our base, and we will be right back. All right.
You know what you put me on to, Darius?
What?
Those LA Girl Shockwave eyeliners.
Don't play with those.
The yellow one right
Get
here.
all of them. Listen.
I could not. I use that every single time I do my makeup, and
Those
that's sad.
motherfuckers. They don't move
at all.
I was like, what? We're back on air. Alright, so what foundation are you using?
I'm using Too Faced Born This Way, shade Caramel. Caramel. I know, I say caramel, I say both, honestly. Alright, and I actually mixed Ben Nye Cream Foundation Matte Palette. So I'm using Espresso and Golden Spice, the two darker shades on the end. And we're just gonna get these bases going, you guys. I'm a huge fan of cream. I don't know, have you used a lot of cream foundation? Yes, I love creams. Like,
I'm a huge fan of cream. Alright, so tell us who, I guess, are some of your favorite other, I guess, YouTubers, beauty influencers. It could be YouTube, Twitter, or anywhere, but just some of the other, you know, artists that inspire you and, you know.
well, some of my faves right now that I've been living for is definitely Cole Kerrigan.
Right, he does a lot of the artistic creative.
Yes, he's been
no limits.
He's definitely
limits.
someone that
artistic.
Yes, that I look to for inspiration. And yeah, he's one of my favorite right now, out here killing it.
That's it?
No, I'm just thinking. I'm trying to think of
you know,
more.
that's so crazy. When you do get down to like, when someone asks you and you're starting to name, you're like, wait, fuck.
Right.
Like, who do I like? Because you know, on a daily basis, you probably look at like, I don't know, 50 artists.
Yeah.
You know, between Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you do watch YouTube as well. So it's just like, right, how do you pick a favorite? Brooks Brother. Oh yeah, Brooks Brother, Prince on the Beat. Mikey Makeup, I live for him. I love his makeup artist approach. What's his name? I always feel like I'm gonna pronounce his name right. Haim Roz. His thing is like Macchiato Chanel. Like, I love his like different approach to makeup. It's like artistic, but it's really like, I don't know, it's like feminine and vulgar. Live Create B, I always mix her name up. Passion's Terry Lee.
Passionately Terry.
It's what I said. Oh yeah, Marcus MUA. You guys have to go check him out. Marcus MUA 0991. He's really been killing it lately. I love him. Can't think. Zach Flew. He be doing some sick stuff too. I feel like he kind of mirrors a lot of the stuff Cole does. I gotta show you him, Zach Flew. But yeah, shout out to him. See?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I know. Oh yeah, him too. How do you pronounce? I wish I knew how to pronounce some of y'all's names. But JD Morgan, dope. Shout outs to you. He creates really like artsy and like graphic design wise. I live. I don't know. There's so many people. But just to name a few, as far as like people who are just kind of doing something a little bit different in the makeup game. And there are tons more, obviously. I'm sure I DM you guys on a daily and everything, so don't think I forgot about you. Just because I didn't mention, but it's just good to see and kind of, you know who some of your faves are and some of my faves are. In the beauty community, I would definitely say I'm really happy with the shift that's going on. We just got our very first black male on a campaign.
Yes.
Which for me, I don't know, that is just a major in my eyes.
Is.
But that just really, and shout out to Jeffree Star for making that shit happen. A lot of y'all are really sleep on the king. That's okay, stay asleep. But no, shout outs to the fact that 2019 we got our first black male on, a major campaign. And I feel like that's gonna set the stage for even more brands to see like it's definitely okay to, market and showcase, black artists and black, not just black artists, but black men, black talent, black men in makeup, all around. So that just, I don't know, that just really makes me happy and gives me a lot more motivation to, press on. And I'm not gonna say I'm doing it to get a campaign or anything. I do makeup to get a campaign, or I'm doing makeup, to be in a campaign. But, just to see, them showcasing more of that type of talent and market it, I think it's amazing. Like what drew you to it? Like what attracted you to that brand?
I have no idea, really.
Yeah.
I have no clue. I've always been gravitated towards that brand. And to be on the PR list is like,
insane, man.
Yeah, like it's not even about all the free makeup. To me, it's really not. Like, honestly, I wouldn't even care because I still buy it anyway.
So I'm cream contouring. I use a little bit of ColourPop Cosmetics and Fenty Beauty. Some of my faves to highlight and contour with. I really need to get into that KKW though. I'm so shy. Have you tried?
And I really want to too. I saw we both use.
Yeah, you put me on. This is why we use it in every video. I was like, I have to get that concealer.
It's so good.
You put me on that and that coconut setting spray from.
Stop.
I know you live.
Stop because and there's 4 more at the house.
Listen, like, that stuff, you guys.
Oh my god.
This actually is really good. I wish they come out with a bigger bottle.
I was saying,
because I will use that thing up.
I swear.
I will use that thing. So no, friends, if y'all are watching, package these setting sprays larger. Please, period. Have you ever tried RCMA?
No.
Today's your day.
Oh my gosh.
Today's your day. Please get into RCMA.
Should I use a brush or a sponge? Because I'm used to using a sponge. A brush.
If you have, if you have like a pointing brush, I would say, because that's how I use it.
I think I have one.
So exactly like where you want it, Right, like even like a detail one will do that. But yeah, this powder is everything. Alright, so what are you most excited for this year? Like what are you looking forward to the most?
BeautyCon.
BeautyCon?
Yes, LA.
You're gonna love it.
I've never been to like a makeup convention or anything like that either.
You're gonna love it.
Not even Bronner Brothers. And I live in Atlanta.
Me either. I've never gone to Bronner Brothers. I did do IMATs. Everyone probably knows that.
I know, like I can tell when a video is going to pop off though.
Yeah.
Like you know, like
Yeah.
you kind of know.
You
like
it.
yeah, you kind of know when you're putting out, when you put out content and it's just like kind of like filler content.
I'm so glad you said that, yeah. And that's such a good point.
That was so funny to me when I literally said, I'm gonna do this look before I go to sleep tonight, and Darien said, you're gonna be here at 11.
Yeah, you're gonna be here at 11. Terry's coming.
I was like,
because I know the type of artist you are, you're gonna end up doing the look regardless. Like,
yeah.
In the back of your head, it's like, I still need to go and do that look.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so I love it because then I have like,
The cameo.
what?
Show us aviation lashes, the difference between the aviation lashes.
Well,
Honey.
Make sure they can actually see it.
Look
If you're
at
gonna
that.
go ahead
You
and
see
hop
that?
in our video, Terry. Get up closer.
Look, man. Did you see the difference?
What lash are you wearing from
That's
AVH?
Glam, baby. Lash glam, girl. And she is what? She's serving
Well,
you.
you guys can use code AVHGLAM off any purchase of lashes if you want. I'll leave the codes down below.
You tried it.
A shimmer blush on a deep
I
skin
live
tone?
for it. You gonna try to shimmer blush?
Here, I'll try some. You might be putting me on now.
right.
You gonna see.
Okay, so it's basically like highlight. You didn't put me on, but it's a cute addition to the look.
What?
You guys. One of my favorites.
Wow.
Me and him are gonna have to talk about this when we meet. I'm just gonna be like, the formula in that fucking highlighter palette is insane.
It literally tried me.
Yeah.
Bitch! Do you see
Oh
it?
my god! And I'm afraid to use that on my skin. That shit looks so good.
Wow. Yeah.
He said it literally tried him. Oh my god.
This highlight really tried me.
No joke. I tried to tell them. He's using frozen gold.
Wow.
It's a done deal. A done deal.
Yeah.
Right? Perfect. Tina Snow. Alright y'all, that is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. It was honestly, this was so dope. Just inviting you over, getting to know you a little bit more, sitting down and just discussing a little bit more of the beauty community, the beauty industry, and you know, just the ins and outs. And shout outs to Terry as well. Still over there doing his face, but it's all good. You wanna say anything else?
Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter. My Instagram name is Japanslayz. Twitter is Japanslayz with 2 Z's. And that's it.
Yes, and this is not the last you've seen of us, so stay tuned for everything else we have in store for you guys. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.